two. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to our MMA discussion. Today, we're going to talk to you about a little brief overview of the last UFC fight night with Brian Ortega versus Yair Rodriguez. Kanye is going to give his opinion on these MMA fighters that fought, and then we'll talk about the card that's coming up this week. If you are tuning in for the first time, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, show us support by following us, get your notifications as we break down each UFC main event and talk about all things that deal with MMA, because that's a sport we love. And it's my name is Shane Blackledge, and we have also, what's your name?
Kanye Willis.
Kanye Willis. All right, Kanye.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the main event. What did you like about
the main
fight?
event? I didn't. The fight was okay. It got stopped in the first round due to a doctor stoppage. The doctor stoppage was due to Brian Ortega dislocating his shoulder. It was a little controversial because some people thought he dislocated it from pulling it out of an armbar. Some people some people thought it was due to the armbar itself. I was in the latter of that opinion. I thought he got his arm broke because he got into an armbar. He couldn't get out. It was tight, and he dislocated his shoulder. So that's what happened. And now Dana is talking about Yair Rodriguez versus Josh Emmett for the interim title coming up.
Yeah. Back up off the camera a little bit so we can see your face. There you go. All right, that's better. All right, and so the second fight, co-main event, we saw Michelle Waterson fight Amanda Lemos.
Yeah, she got submitted. Michelle Waterson got submitted in the I think it was the first, if I remember correctly.
Second round.
Second round.
Yep.
And Michelle Waterson is getting up in age. I think she should retire, and that Lemos is gonna get a really top opponent next.
Yeah, I agree. It was a good fight though. And the next fight down the list was Li Jingliang versus Muslim Salikov. And Jingliang, I like Jingliang from China.
Yeah, what happened in that fight was the Russian couldn't take Jingliang down anymore. He got tired, and Jingliang was finding his target, and he knocked him out.
Yeah. Yep. I like him. He's a good fighter. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
He wins. He's 19-7. He's got a pretty decent record, and he goes in there to fight. So that's what I like about him. He's an awesome fighter. So
yeah.
And then we also seen Matthew Schnell versus Sue Madre.
That was a great fight. Matthew Schnell came back from getting his butt whooped for like 2 rounds, and he knocked, he made it a dog fight. I thought he was gonna get finished, but he won the fight.
Wow.
He was out on his feet a whole bunch of times. He got hit with elbows a lot.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back and watch that fight again.
I thought the ref should have stopped it, but I'm glad he didn't, because he won.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And the next fight was a flyweight fight. no, the featherweight fight. It was Shane Burgos versus Charles Jourdain, and we seen Shane Burgos win by decision.
Yeah, Shane Burgos just controlled him on the ground a lot. He attempted submissions. His opponent didn't have an answer for the takedowns, the submission attempts. Yeah, so that was that fight.
And the one that I'm most disappointed about, I guess, is the last fight, or which is the first fight of the card. And that was with Lauren Murphy versus Miesha Tate. And I just wanted to see Miesha Tate win. I'm a fan. I love that she's came back and to fight, and she lost.
It's just another case of it's not her time anymore. She's out of her prime. Lauren Murphy's, she's older, but she's been fighting consistently, and Miesha hasn't been fighting consistently, so she was outclassed.
Yeah. Yeah. Either way, it was a good matchup. It was a good fight.
Mhm.
And, most definitely. Okay. Well, that's enough for the last one with Brian Ortega. I hope he gets well. I hope he comes back from that injury, and maybe we can see that fight again. I don't know. But Yair Rodriguez is no joke, man. What I like about T City is that, after his brutal loss, right? Brutal loss for the championship fight.
The Max.
Yeah, to Max Holloway. He kind of hung up the gloves, went back to the drawing board, and really figured out how to box. And he came out of that with a crucial jab. And that was the one thing I noticed was after that fight with Max, he came back with the jab.
And his footwork was much better.
Yeah. Yeah, because the jiu-jitsu's there, and now the boxing's there. And so I think if he,
I just feel bad for him because this is going to be like another 6-month layoff, a year layoff, because he's been taking these long layouts because he's been getting punished a lot in these fights, and he's not really getting that fight time, and he's a step behind when he comes back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. It does seem to me, though, that he comes back better. So hey, let's see what happens, man. The kid's talented. He's definitely not scared to fight anybody. But I do feel like Yair Rodriguez, I would just have to say, I think he's a better fighter. He's just all around has all of these incredible weapons, and his speed, and his toughness, and he's just a fighter, man.
I would love to see the matchup between him and Alexander Volkanovski. That would be a fight.
Yeah. Oh, I think Yair will give him a run for the money, for the belt. Yeah.
Because you just don't have to worry about the hands. You got to worry about the feet. You got to worry about weird submission attempts that nobody would take. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, let's talk about this next one. We have Curtis Blades main event heavyweight fight versus Tom Aspinall. Okay, so here's the deal. This Tom dude, he's a big guy.
This Tom dude, he trains with Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of main sparring partners for Tyson Fury.
Wow. Yep. But here's the deal. Curtis Blades, he has the capability of beating anybody in the UFC heavyweight division. If he shows up on his best day.
The problem is he can't blend the wrestling and his stand-up together. He either stands up too much or he wrestles too much. There's no in between with him. He needs to work on that. He needs to chain his attacks together so he's not so predictable.
Yeah. Yep. I would agree. I would agree to that. He does have great wrestling. He does have great striking. He just
Yeah.
got to mix it up to be more unorthodox, so that way you don't know what to do when you fight him. So
Right.
either way, I think it's a great matchup. Blades has only lost 3 fights. He's 16-3. You know, the next one, the middleweight, is the co-main event.
Yeah.
Jack Hermansson versus Chris Curtis. And dude, Jack Hermansson is beast. He is a fighter.
Yeah.
When he shows up to fight, man, you better be ready. You better be ready because he is coming 100%, and he's got stamina for days. It's like this dude doesn't quit.
Yeah. And Chris Curtis just fought like 2 weekends ago. He's taking this fight on short notice because Darren Till had to pull out a few weeks earlier because he injured his knee again. I feel bad for him. He's going to be out for like a year.
Yeah. Oh, dang. What a setback. That's horrible. Either way, I think for this matchup, this is a great middleweight matchup that sets somebody up to fight. So this is a great matchup. Yep. What's up, Uriah? Are you joining? Okay. All right. So the next fight on the card is the superstar. He is an up and coming newest UFC superstar. What is going on with Paddy Pimblett?
I mean, he's doing his thing, but I would say this is not an easy fight for him. This is a fighter in Jordan Levitt who's came off of the Dana White Contender Series, and he's actually a pretty good fighter. I think this will be a great test for Paddy Pimblett to see where he's at because Jordan Levitt will take him down, and let's see if he can get back up or submit him or do something. We only seen him on the feet, so
yeah. And here's the deal with Paddy, man. Paddy is a special fighter, no doubt. He is very, very intelligent when he's in the ring or in the octagon. He's very precise. You can tell that his grappling, his jiu-jitsu, his striking, that he's trained. He's got the I don't know. He's just got the mindset and the skill set that he can't lose. And so going into this fight, there's a lot of hype. There's a lot of hype behind his name. He does have a lot of fans. And, he's not even a co-main event. He's the third one down. And I would imagine this will be the last time, if he wins this fight, that he doesn't headline the next UFC fight night. I think if he wins this fight here and puts away Jordan, he will get a main event spot.
Yeah, I think it's either going to be a co-main or a main event, and I think it's going to be on a pay-per-view. I really do.
Woo!
He's that big.
No way.
I think he might be on that Nate Diaz versus.
Here's the deal.
How's that card in October? I think he's gonna be on that card. And the
thing is, man, he is in the lightweight division. This division is so stacked. I mean, the top 10's scary. I wouldn't step foot in the cage with any of them.
Nope. I mean, you see what they just announced? They just announced Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev in October.
Yep.
For the vacant lightweight belt. That's going to be a fun fight.
Islam. He'll take it.
Fun.
Islam's going to take him.
I think it's going to be more competitive than that.
I think he's going to take him to the ground, and it's going to be a Habib.
Yeah,
the
but
Eagle.
he has.
I think
But
he's going to
Charles has good
maul him like he's going to treat him like a
back.
grizzly bear treats a doe.
I just hope that Islam just doesn't just lay on him and don't do nothing for 5 rounds.
I think
hope
it's
he
going to be
actually-
a boring decision.
I
where
hope
he
he
wins by
actually
control.
One submission, please.
Oh man, we'll see what happens. It's not too far away.
No, it's not.
Yeah, we'll get to see that fight, and I predict Islam's going to win. I'm going to say it to you right now. And the only reason why I say this is because nobody seems to know how to deal with his grappling. Granted, Charles Oliveira, he's an
But the thing is, he hasn't
outstanding.
fought anybody in the top 10 or 5. They jumped him because he has that
Because
he
he's a
has that-
superstar. He is
Right.
coming up. He's got
Right.
that superstar.
That's exactly what they did with Alex Pereira with Adesanya, because Adesanya doesn't have opponents. So
Yeah.
they're like, all right, we see this guy. You got knocked out, or you got knocked out once the first fight was a little closer. So we're gonna
Yep.
match you guys up because there's nobody else for you to fight. So here you go.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one though. It's going to be good to see how things shake up in the lightweight division. I at this time, the lightweight division, it's just so much fun because each fighter is so explosive. I mean, you think about Justin
And
Gaethje.
And another thing is, they're not holding the belts anymore.
Yeah,
People are fighting. We're not sitting out a year or two waiting on for a lightweight fight like we used to do all the time.
mm-hmm.
Now the division is more busier.
Yeah, it's true, and people are fighting each other, and good luck to Patty, but boy, does he got a big obstacle ahead of him.
I don't even think he cracks the top 10. I don't.
What? I think
He's too small. He's too small. He needs to go down to 145.
that would probably help him out, but ooh, you got some killers down there too.
But the problem is he eats way too much when he's not training for a fight.
Yeah.
Like he weighs 200 pounds, and then he has to lose all that weight the whole training camp.
Yeah.
That's his problem.
So the next fight on this card is a light heavyweight matchup. Okay, between Nikita Krylov versus Alexander Gustafsson. So Alexander Gustafsson is back, y'all. He's back.
He's back. He's been gone for 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, because he said he retired, and then but this is not an easy fight for a comeback fight, because Krylov is very dangerous everywhere. So
Yep. I think we got a pretty awesome fight to watch between those two.
that might be fight of the night, honestly.
Yep. And then we have Molly McCain versus Hannah Goldie, and Paul Craig versus Volkan Ozdemir.
Right. Yeah. Molly's coming off that spinning back elbow knockout. She knocked old girl out last time. And you can't sleep on Paul Craig because he seems to get it to the ground and submit you every single time. You can count him out, you can do whatever, and he submits you. Every time.
Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, he's fun to watch. This is a great card. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This card right here is awesome. And that's happening this weekend, July 23rd, Saturday. And here it is. at 2 p.m. Okay, at 2 p.m. Don't miss out on this because it's not Saturday night fights. Okay, it's Saturday fights, and we will get on Sunday, the day after. We will get on and we're going to discuss these fighters. We're going to discuss what happened. We'll give you the overall and what fights to make after watching this fight card, and some other news that we might have for you. So before we end this one, what's going on with John Jones? Like, is the dude ever going to fight again? What is going on?
Okay, Dana said that he's just waiting on Stipe or Francis. He's waiting on Francis to see what's wrong with Francis and to see if they're gonna create an interim. If Francis is gonna be out till next year, then John Jones will fight Stipe for the interim title later this year. That's what Dana said.
I heard that Francis Ngannou, the heavyweight UFC champion of the world, is out until November.
Yeah. So they're probably gonna make that interim title fight against Stipe, and that's no easy fight for John Jones for the first time in heavyweight division. That is not an easy fight. I'm not saying he'll win or lose. I'm just saying that's not gonna be a walk in the park.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. I want to see him fight. I just want to see him fight. I just want to get it over with. You know, you left over 2 years ago. You dominated the whole entire light heavyweight division, and you
kind of had to leave. Kind of had to leave because there was nobody for him to fight, and you know.
I want to see him fight. I don't care who it is. I think him versus Stipe would be a good fight.
There's so many good matchups at heavyweight. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he should just go move right in and jump in and fight for the title right off the top.
I don't think he wants to wait that long. I don't think he wants to wait till November or even later next year. I don't think he wants to do that. He's already been out for 2 years.
Yeah. I think they need to sign something. I think if he doesn't fight this year, it's over for him.
I don't think so because he's still young for a heavyweight. If it was a light heavyweight, I would consider it to be over. But you know, DC went up until like he was 40 and fought a heavyweight, and John Jones is only like 37, 36. He's still young. I mean, I don't know if he's in fight shape, but it looks like it from his social media. I hope he is.
Yeah. We'll see. The other news, what's going on with Conor McGregor? Are we going to see him in the ring this year or not? I mean, I know he broke his leg. I know he's rehabbed. Do you think they're going to book a fight?
I don't think he's going to come back unless there's like a big fight that makes total sense.
Diaz, okay? That's what makes sense. Both people coming off of losses. Both people coming off of losses. Make it happen.
It makes sense. It makes sense, though, right?
It does.
When they fight Hamza Chimaev in November or something like that, and then he's gonna go fight Jake Paul.
I'd rather see him fight.
I think the hardcore fans would rather see him fight Conor for a third time, but I don't think we're gonna get our wish.
Yeah,
he wants to lose the UFC.
Right. True.
Right.
True. Yep, that's a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah, you just saw Sean O'Malley versus Peter Yan being announced for that Abu Dhabi card.
UFC 277 with Amanda Nunes and Juliana Pena. Who do you think is going to win that fight?
That's gonna be a great fight. I think that Juliana Pena gets it done. I really do. If if she tires Amanda Nunes out, I think she gets it done.
I agree. I think Amanda Nunes, I don't know. I think she's going to be more serious. I think she's going to go in swinging, fighting,
Right.
attacking. But I think
But that's
Juliana
gonna be her
Pena is
downfall,
going to
bro.
be ready
That's
for
gonna
her.
be her downfall.
Yeah.
That's gonna be her downfall because she's gonna swing all her power, and then by the third or second round, she's gonna be tired.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened in the first fight. She
And
was
then
swinging.
the second fight, which is I'm really excited about this fight because I really like watching Brandon Moreno versus Kai Kara France. Woo!
For the interim.
Dude.
That's gonna be a fun fight.
Yeah. And then
That's not
third
gonna
on the card down is Derek Lewis. So he's not even headlining anymore. He's third on the card now.
Right. But that's gonna be that, you know, that's gonna be a great fight for Derek Lewis. I think he gets it done. I don't think Derek Lewis will ever be champion, but he's just a fan-friendly entertainer.
Yeah.
Entertaining. Yeah.
Oh, I think he's got what it takes to knock somebody out. And I just see here, way down on this card, the next one is Magomedov Ankalaev versus Anthony Smith.
Oh, that's gonna be a bar burner of a fight.
Wow.
You got it. Yeah. That's gonna be a great fight because Ankalaev likes to strike, and Anthony Smith likes to wrestle, and he likes to submit dudes, and we'll see what that fight entails. That's gonna be a great competitive fight. I don't know who wins that, but I'm gonna just watch it, and it's gonna be a great fight.
Yep. Last fight on the card got canceled, which is Paulo Acosta versus Luke Rockhold. Did you find out what's going on with Luke?
Luke has been training a lot. I think Paulo pulled out for some reason. I knew that Luke was ready in shape. I saw pictures and videos of him training. I'm assuming he was in shape because he looked in shape. I don't know about Paulo Costa though, because Paulo Costa makes up excuses like he was drunk the night before. The night before, really come up with a better excuse.
Dude, but here's the deal though. He doesn't look the same anymore, but boy, does he got some power. So I guess anything could happen, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. All right, y'all. That's enough for today. Thanks for tuning in to the Kanye and Shane MMA show. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We look to be back again every Sunday after the main event to wrap up things for the week, what fights to pick next, and we'll talk about the events coming up. So stay tuned. Thanks for supporting us.